Hey y'all. Okay. Wow. So Patrick Frazee, Kelsey Berreth's fiance, has been charged with the murder of her. They're not saying yet whether they have found a body. They're not giving any details on how they came to this conclusion. But, as we know, they have been searched over the last week. They've searched his house and they just searched hers. And that is, I guess, when they made this decision that he needed to be arrested. They do feel like she was murdered in her home. Okay. We'll watch that video in just a second. The fiance of a Colorado woman who has been missing since Thanksgiving Day was arrested Friday on allegations of killing the mother of his child, and police said she likely died at her house in a mountain town. But authorities declined to say whether they had found the body of Kelsey Berreth, 29, what led to the arrest of Patrick Michael Frazee, and what motive there might be for Berreth's disappearance and slaying. Frazee, 32, was arrested at his home in the alpine town of Florissant on suspicion of murder and solicitation of murder, said Miles DeYoung, chief of police in neighboring Woodland Park where Berreth lived. As you can tell from the arrest, sadly, we do not believe that Kelsey is still alive, DeYoung said. Authorities also declined to elaborate on the solicitation of murder charge, how they believe Berreth was killed, or any other aspect of the investigation. Police have said Frazee was the last person to see Berreth alive. The couple shared a baby daughter but did not live together. The disappearance of the young pilot mystified family and friends and led to national social media seeking any information on her whereabouts. She was last seen at a grocery store near her home. That's about 2 hours south of Denver and about 15 miles from Florissant, where Frazee lives. Surveillance videos show her entering the store on Thanksgiving Day with what appears to be the couple's daughter in a baby carrier. Frazee had told the police the couple met that afternoon so he could pick up the child. DeYoung said the child is in protective custody and will be turned over to Berreth's family. Police had urged Frazee to speak directly with investigators this week. His attorney, Jeremy Lowe, had said his client was cooperating with investigators and had provided DNA samples. Lowe wasn't immediately available for comment Friday, but planned to release a statement, his office said. Authorities searched Frazee's cattle ranch and Berreth's townhome, but declined to say what they had found. DeYoung said evidence suggests the crime occurred at Berreth's home, and her cell phone was found in Idaho. Investigators were working to recover it. The cell phone is key. Police said the only signs of Berreth after Thanksgiving were some text messages, and that location data suggested the phone by November 25th was near Gooding, Idaho, 800 miles from her house. Police started looking for Berreth on December 2nd after her mother Cheryl asked for a welfare check. Investigators who went to Berreth's home found cinnamon rolls in the kitchen and both of her cars outside. DeYoung said the company where Berreth worked as a flight instructor, DOS Aviation, had accounted for all their planes and that police had no reason to believe she used someone else's plane for a flight. Frazee did not attend a December 10th news conference where Cheryl Berreth made a plea for information about her daughter. His attorney said Frazee only learned of the event an hour before it begun and would have attended with more notice. Mr. Frazee hopes and prays for Ms. Berreth's return, Lowe said that day. Mr. Frazee will continue to cooperate with law enforcement and continue to parent the child he shares with Ms. Berreth. District Attorney Dan May says formal charges are pending and could take as long as 10 days to file. Frazee's arraignment has yet to be set, May said. He said the search and arrest affidavits were still sealed for now. There are a lot of investigative leads that need to be done. Authorities said as many as 30 FBI agents are participating in the investigation in several states. This is so sad. So sad. Okay, let's watch this.
The fiancé of a missing Colorado woman has been charged with murder and solicitation to commit murder. Kelsey Berreth disappeared on Thanksgiving. Her fiancé, Patrick Frazee, said he saw her that day when he picked up their one-year-old daughter. According to sources, the investigation unfolded rapidly in the last 48 hours, and police no longer believe Kelsey is alive. Frazee was arrested this morning. Their child is in protective custody.
Watch Judy, Sue, and Rob Elk.
It was just so sad, and right around the holidays, well, on Thanksgiving, they have a little girl, 5 years old. It's just sad. It's just terrible. And, I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own reasons for doing things, but they lived, wasn't so far apart, but they lived, in different homes. They had a kid together. It just, I don't know, it just didn't, I don't know. A whole lot about it just doesn't seem right to me, but I just had a feeling that he had something to do with it, but my prayers definitely go out to this family, who has lost their daughter, their mother, grandchild, niece, cousin, the friends. It's just so sad. Very heartbreaking. So leave your comments and feedback below. If y'all would like to send me anything, you can do so in my email, or you can add me on Facebook and send whatever you like through there. If y'all have not subscribed to my other channel, please click on the link down below. Subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Till the next time I talk to y'all, have a wonderful day, and I love y'all.